Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Bo, Lalita. Yeah, I'm just advertising this here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hey, Hare Krishna, everybody. Welcome to Wall Street here. We're busily engaged in wealth building here, on our cup of coffee here. We're going to have a discussion with WB, one of my best friends here. He's an old geezer like me. We've been around for a while. And we're going to just shoot the breeze about, being rich and, how to become rich, give you little persons out there some tips how to become rich. And I think it'll be a very interesting discussion. What do you think, Amy? You think we should discuss what goes on Wall Street there, and, principles of wealth building? I think this is, people need to know this. So Warren and I are going to we're being interviewed here, by a few different types of people here. And we're going to have a little discussion about wealth. Okay. With no more further ado, I want you to meet my best friend, Warren Buffett, man. We're very intimate, man. He knows everything I'm doing and I know everything he's doing, more or less. So we're just buddies, man. Yeah, we follow the same kind of principles. See, maybe a little different. There'll be some differences, so we'll discuss that. Okay, here we go. With no more further ado, we'll bring Warren up here and to go on with the interview.
Mr. Buffett, how can I make $30 billion?
Start young.
That's a great answer. Man, is that a fantastic answer, Warren? Did you hear that? Did that get on there? Oh, you know what? I bet that didn't get on there. Okay. Here, we got to go on with this again, because I don't think that made it on there.
Mr. Buffett, how can I make $30 billion?
Start young. Charlie's always said that the big thing about it is we started building this little snowball on top of a very long hill. So we started at a very early age in rolling the snowball down. And of course, the snowball, the nature of compound interest is it behaves like a snowball of sticky snow. And the trick is to have a very long hill, which means either starting very young or living to be very old.
Yeah, Warren. I know what you're talking about. But Warren, WB, I got, there's come on, man. Does this have to be this wealthy thing, just for the young people starting at age 3 or 4? I mean, how many of us are going to put in that kind of time and effort, to roll the snowball when we're like 10 years old or 5 years old, like you? I mean, he was out there, learning this stuff when he was like, I think about 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 years old, man. Yeah, a lot of us are older, man. Isn't there a better way to build wealth than having to start really early and working really hard, and going through so much you have to go through, to get that, and all that effort, all that energy, all those losses, and then At the end of your life, you've gained, millions of dollars, and where's it all going, man? I mean, is there something that we can, some kind of wealth, man, some store of wealth that when we die, we can take it with us? Hmm? You know, I bet you never thought of that in all your 78 years of 79, maybe 80 years. Probably never thought that there's some kind of wealth that you can actually take with you when you die, man. Hey, man, came to the right place there, WB. Let's have a discussion about that, man. It's called bhakti, devotion, love, ecstasy. Yeah? Ecstatic. This is a real store of wealth, man. It's so fantastic. And I just want to share this with you because I think you spent your about, I don't know, 80, 85 years, however old you're, and you probably never made this contact, you know? And so I just want to share this with you. This is right. Like Lalita, our friends here say, best solution, Why not do something that, I mean, to me, I know he's known to be the best investor, but come on, man. Come on, buddy. What do you think, man? How would you like to make an investment of your time and energy that's good for old people or young people or middle-aged people? Doesn't matter. That you can get a wealth that you take with you and it lasts forever. See? It's so funny. You got such a big following out there. You have these guys. Look at that whole classroom of people there thinking, Mr. Buffett, how can we make $30 billion, man? And you guys out there, you can't take that with you. But let's have a discussion. You know, you you can learn how to develop a wealth, contact a wealth. It's called bhakti. It's called devotion. It's called contacting the source of all wealth. Okay? And being really happier than you ever could get with all your stocks and bonds and money and investments, material investments. You can even now be happier than the best happiness you got with your stocks and bonds. And then when you're ready and you wore the body out in this world, you know, be by teaching an easy way for people to become wealthy that everybody can do at any age, then you leave this world and you take your wealth with you. Matter of fact, you've amassed so much that you'll probably want to come back here again and distribute all that you've gotten. It's amazing there. Yeah, stinky rich. Yeah. But this, Warren, let me tell you, you can start now at age 85. You started young and you made a lot of material wealth, you know? But you can start at age 85 because I could see you're a very lucid guy. Yeah. He's reading the journals every day, man. You got the thing. Yeah, you can start on this path also and engage and get this spiritual wealth, man. Then you got material wealth and spiritual wealth. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing, man. But if you die and everybody else who's following you dies without spiritual wealth that you can take with you, it's almost like, what is the point? You had a little fun now with all your material wealth. It's probably gotten you a lot of trouble, a lot of hassles, a lot of problems with the brain, having too much money. You have to manage the damn thing. See? And you spent your whole time and energy trying to make money because you got to start very young, right? He even said, man, start very young. It's kind of like these bhakti yoga paths where, oh, you want prema bhakti? Oh, man, it's very hard, man. Should start very young, man. And then when you're old, maybe you'll make it up to an artha nivritti, maybe. And then in your next life, you get a little bit of ruchi, man. And then, and then in the next life, and the next life, and the next life, and then maybe somehow or other you get this prema, and we won't even talk that. It's so far away, There's a lot of stuff, hard things here. See? But I just want to tell everybody, inform you, Warren, even at age 85 or whatever age you are, and your followers too, you can all become rich spiritually and materially. If you want that, yeah, go for that too. It doesn't matter. The main thing, you got to be spiritually rich when you leave this world. Without being spiritually rich, it's like it's all for nothing. Well, you had a good time while you were here, more or less. Probably had a lot of problems. You got some disease and everything. Here, this is rich, man. No more birth and death, man. Talk about that's not even the real wealth. That's the kind of wealth of being freed from the cycle of birth and death that you can't get with all that amassing, all that energy you started with the snowball at age 5 years old, rolling the snow. Look how hard it is, and the snowball gets bigger and it's harder to roll. Bigger thing to manage. You can't have a good time, man. And it's never enough. Because I understand, man. You want more thrill. You try to think, well, maybe if I make more money, it'll be more thrilling. Yeah, maybe if I get more businesses and more employees to control, I'll get happiness by being a controller, by being a boss. I can boss people around. Hey, here, bhakti, this path of devotion is wonderful, man. It's thrilling. Every day it's a thrill. Every day is creative endeavor, man. So just add this to your toolbox, man. And this goes for all your followers out there, you know? Otherwise, what is this Wall Street? Look at the thing. You got the buildings there, in 50, 60, maybe 100 years max, the building will be gone. The sign will be finished and you'll be gone. Everything is finished. Your endeavors here are finished, man. Your money is here. It's back in the ground. It's part of the earth again, or it's just paper. We know what the paper is, fiat currency paper, that's all you got. Yeah. So let's hear a little bit more. Let's answer a few more. Let's have a more discussion here about the principles of wealth building here. Okay, Warren, come on. Let's get back to it here. There we go.
I would do it exactly the same way if I were doing it in the investment world. I mean, if I were getting out of school today and I had $10,000 to invest, I'd start with the A's. I would start going right through companies, and I probably would focus on smaller companies because I would be working with smaller sums, and there's more chance that something is overlooked in that arena. And as Charlie has said earlier, it won't be like doing that in 19.
Oh my God, man, that looks so doggone hard. I can't believe it, man. You got first of all, you have to have $10,000. Who even has $10,000 nowadays? I mean, some people do. You either almost have 10,000, either you have $10 million or you have practically nothing. And then look at all the work you got to do. You got to go and check out all these companies, man, and meditate on more mundane things and all these figures and everything. No wonder these businessmen look so depressed. All this mundane meditation. Yeah. Hey, man, I tell you, Warren, if you were just come and turn your camera on, not cost you nothing, man, but the price of a cell phone. You can get a cell phone for less than $100 nowadays. Come here every day, invest your time. Instead of reading all those journals, he said, I read constantly all these mundane journals. Yes, invest a little bit of that time. Read half your time reading all those mundane journals, and then come and hear this spiritual journal. Basically that's all I'm doing. I'm just journaling, man. This is my broadcast journaling. A video blog journal. And what am I journaling? Well, what I'm interested in. I really love these scriptures. They're eternal, man. These are words of life, man. You get words that give you greater happiness than you can get by more than all the money in this world you can accumulate, and all that hard work you did to do it. Oh my God. I think you're best. I think all you people on Wall Street should come over here, and it'll be the best investment you've ever made, man. You're going to get dividends you can't get in that stock market, man. Just coming here, and listening, man, to hear about this kind of knowledge, man. Like Warren, it's going to tell you, if you have the right knowledge, man, it's power. It gives you power. Yeah, this will give you power, man. Energy, life, happiness, everything. You clear mind, man. Clear heart. You'll sleep like a baby at night. Some of us are a bit restless, various reasons. Too much 5G in the atmosphere, whatever they're doing nowadays. Chemtrails. All right, Warren, let's see what else we can discuss here. I don't want to hog the whole show. We got to give equal time to you guys. All right, let's see what other principles we can come up with here. So I got to do this.
51, when you could leaf through and find all kinds of things that just leapt off the page at you. But that's the only way to do it. I mean, you have to buy businesses.
98% of the people hearing a voiceover generated with Speechalo can't tell it's not a real human voice.
Or little pieces of businesses called stocks, and you have to buy them at attractive prices, and you have to buy into good businesses. And that advice will be the same 100 years from now in terms.
So, hey, I agree with you, Warren. You're right. We got to find a business, man. We got to buy a stock in a business, man. Something that's going to increase in value. See? And so this is a business. This business here that I tell you that I'm into, that I found, I really love this business. This business is good for everybody. It's good for anyone that's in any other business too. You could be in the stock market. You could be a waitress, or a cheerleader. You can be hooked to a machine. We have people of all walks of life. We have housewives here who are very fold towels really nicely. We have people that have been on drugs, people who are still on drugs. We've got a business here that is going to go on forever. Actually, this, you know how it is, Warren, baby. Businesses, they come and go. At best, they last, 50 years, and they're so competitive, and one business, gets more profitable than another business, and then you lose all your money in this business and that business, and it's always competition. You're always on edge, work, thinking, trying to outsmart the other person, defending, mating, defending. This is a lot of defending your fort, all that stuff. There's one business that's the best ultimate business. And you could still do your own business, get by, do what you like to do. You're passionate. You like to you prescribe duties. Warren, I know you like what you're doing, man. You like making money, man. There's a lot of people like that. We have people in this Sangha here like making money, man. It's okay. See? But this business should not be neglected, man. This is God's business. This business is one that is never taken down. And if it's ever kind of goes underground for a while because of the competition out there with Maya, the Lord comes himself, or he brings his generals here, his devotees who know his business and know his desires and know his knowledge, and they come and start the business again. Give it a little kickstart. Get it going again. God's business is always going on in the material world. These other businesses, they're coming and going. But this business, even if it goes underground a while because of the competition with Maya, the Lord comes periodically or sends his devotees, and they reestablish the business. See? This is the important business here, man. This is the business that lasts forever, delivering the souls like you, Warren. Yeah, we're here to deliver you, man. We're here to deliver the message, the good news. Warren, even at age 85, you don't have to start when you're really young. All you have to do is Come and listen. And if your heart is fortunate, you'll be inspired, by this essence of truth, man. This solid business that you can take with you forever. You'll be engaged in this business forever. You'll love it, man. You'll be reading the kind of journals I read, man. I never stop reading. This information goes deeper, deeper, deeper forever. What do we got? Somebody out here wants to come on. Oh, yeah. Great. Thank you. Okay, Warren, let's hear what you got to say, man. I don't want to hog the show here, man.
In terms of investing, that's what it's all about. If I were working with a small amount of money, the universe would be huge compared to the universe of possible ideas I work with now. You mentioned that 56 to 69 was the best period. Actually, my best period was before that. It was from right after I met Ben Graham in early 1951. But from the end of 1950 through the next 10 years, actually returns averaged about 50% a year. And I think they were 37 points better than.
Yeah, that's right, man. So, see, Warren, he met this Ben Graham guy, and then his investment increased like 50%. It was so much better because he got proper knowledge, the proper understanding. And so that gave him an edge. See, that gave him a really good edge in his work. And so then he started to become really rich. Before, it was very hard for him because he lacked knowledge. And this principle is spiritual principle also. It needs to be applied here too. That's the whole point of having who you associate with. I know, Warren, you know all about this, and in some more videos, I'll just get ahead of myself here because I was watching some and you were talking about it's who you associate with, man. Or if you associate with millionaires, you become a millionaire, man. If you associate him with a billionaire, you become a billionaire. You're more able to do it because you understand the ideas and the mentality and the mindset of rich people. See? But I tell you, that's all chunk change, man. You got to associate with the richest of the richest. See? Who is that? Well, I'll tell you, man, most people don't know. See? Most people don't know. That's a devotee. Person who has an intimate, ecstatic relationship with the one who has created everything and everybody, even the devil, even Lucifer, or they call Maya. It all comes from that ultimate Lord. And you can know all these things and how they all working together for one business. You can come into the family business of that supreme creator, the origin of everything. You, me, demons, demigods, Lucifer, angels, the whole ball of wax. Very interesting business, man. This business is so deep and it's so beneficial for everybody. It's not, see, I'm telling you, man, this is all chunk change. Everybody, that what you're doing is your prescribed duty. Everybody needs to do their prescribed duty in the world because you got to survive somehow or other, right? And do it. And if you're passionate about, investments and Wall Streets and all that stuff, fine. It's very fine. But this is a universal duty, dharma, like occupation of the soul. It applies for everybody. Okay? Very important for everybody to learn. Okay? Whatever business you're in or doing, this business is the ultimate business. Matter of fact, when you get involved in this business, all of a sudden everything starts to flow. Whatever you're into begins to work better. This is the great boon and benediction of the source of all. See? One they call God that nobody knows. You get to know God. Could you imagine? You think it's just a movie, that thing where that guy, John Denver, was get to know and talk to God? This can be your experience, not just in a movie. We're not just on the pulpit or in the temples with these guys sitting on the high seats claiming that they talk to God, but they really don't. No, no. It could be a personal experience for you. You can actually be on a one-to-one relationship with the man, woman, the complete source of everything and everybody. See, so what I'm trying to do is just to share the greatest investment of our time and our energy in the world. See? So here, whatever you are, whatever. See, you had to have at least $10,000 or so to get into do something. Here, you don't need really much of anything. Go buy $100 camera or something, or go and watch these videos on somebody else's computers, and go to the library, man, and catch a replay. And your real auspiciousness that Warren Buffett doesn't. We're just doing this on a video. You probably don't know me from Adam. I'm almost sure of it. Almost 100% positive. We've never crossed paths. See? So a person that would go to the library and watch one of these replays would be benefited with a knowledge that you don't have. That Bill Gates, his friend, I saw them together. They're on a bed together, glorifying each other. Hey, look at us, man. We're not doing much. We don't have to do much. We're rich. It's like these gurus, man. Kind of a false ego thing. Hey, look at us. We're part of the rich club, man. Oh, look at this. Oh, the peons out there. Who are you, man? Well, I'm your disciple, man. Dave could be mercy. Oh, yes. Here's the hand job for you, man. The back and forth. You got the blessing. See, it's the empty giving, and then the retraction is nothing going and nothing coming back, because they're not transcendental. You can't give any purification, and you can't even take back any, because nothing has been given. It's just a hand job. Who wants to go through life with just hand job? Empty relationships, man. You stay alone. You're alone, man. Yeah, I don't have to use any graphic words here, but you're just alone, doing it alone, man. Instead of doing it with God, man, communing with God, man, just ecstatically communing with your source, living in love, real love and bliss and ecstasy. Okay, I don't want to hog the show. Okay, Warren, let's hear some more from you. Actually, we're going to go to another video. Let's see what other advice he had. I mean, he has so much advice in all these different videos. We're going to go check out another video. Let's see. Okay, there's one that says 1 hour.
Best is a research and development company. We're a manufacturing company, and we operate exclusively through partners.
I'd like for the moment.
Okay, this is 1 hour that's going to change. That's going to change the life of everybody. 1 hour. You know what? You do your 1 hour. We'll just give you a few words of that 1 hour, and then we won't have to sit through the whole thing. I'll give you 1 minute of something that can change the destiny of not only you, but anybody who hears this. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to say, but practically everything we say here can change the lives of everybody. People can be, studying religions as a Muslim, as a Christian, or as a Vaishnava, for 40 years. And one minute, one sentence, and one word can change their whole lives if they really listen deeply to that one sentence, that one advice that they haven't heard from any of their instructors. That's the kind of potency you get from getting source, eternal knowledge, eternal connection, eternal wealth, man, that you take with you. The transcendental Wall Street in the sky beats Lucy in the sky with diamonds even. Yeah. Well, get yourself a ticket there, John Andre, and come to Playa, man. There's a lot of pretty girls here, but I don't know if you're interested in them. You know, I don't know, man. Right, Janaki? A lot of pretty girls prancing up and down the avenue here. You can look, but don't try to get involved, man. They won't. They're just here for they're like a modeling show here. That's all. They fly here from all over the world. I'm telling you, I bet they say, let's go to Playa and walk down Fifth Avenue. See, this is Fifth Avenue here. Yeah, all they do is back and forth, going to the beauty parlor and then going back, putting shots in their butt, getting the puffed up butts, now. And wearing these, that's what they do. You see, everybody wants to flatter the body, the material body. That's what it's all about in the world, man. And it's getting more accentuated here. They probably have a lot of these doctor offices where they can inflate your butt like a tire. Like a tire. Okay, back to Warren here. Let's see what Warren has to say here. Let's take a minute of what he's going to spend an hour on and see if we can have a discussion about it. Okay, Warren, we'll give you the floor now here.
Have you pretend I've made you a great offer, and I've told you that you could pick any one of your classmates, and you now know each other probably pretty well after being here for a while. You have 24 hours to think it over, and you can pick any one of your classmates, and you get 10% of their earnings for the rest of their lives. I ask you what goes through your mind in determining which one of those you would pick. You can't pick the one with the richest father. That doesn't count. I mean, you've got to do this on merit. But you probably wouldn't pick the person that gets the highest grades in the class. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting the highest grades in the class, but that isn't going to be the quality that sets apart a big winner from the rest of the pack. Think about who you would pick and why. And I think you'll find when you get through, you'll pick some individual. You've all got the ability. You wouldn't be here otherwise. You've all got the energy. I mean, you've got the initiative is here, the intelligence is here throughout the class. But some of you are going to be bigger winners than others. And it gets down to a bunch of qualities that, interestingly enough, are self-made. I mean, it's not how tall you are. It's not whether you can kick a football 60 yards. It's not whether you can run the 100-yard dash in 10 seconds. It's not whether you're the best-looking person in the room. It's a whole bunch of qualities that really come out of Ben Franklin or the Boy Scout code or so, whatever it may be. I mean, it's integrity, it's honesty, it's generosity, it's being willing to do more than your share. It's just all those qualities that are self-selected. And then if you look on the other side of the ledger, because there's always a catch to these, free gifts and genie jokes. So you also have to, and this is the fun part, you also have to sell short one of your classmates and pay 10% of what they do. So who do you think is going to do the worst in the class? This is way more fun. And think about it again. And again, it isn't the person with the lowest grades or anything of the sort. It's the person who just doesn't shape up in the character department. I mean,
Yeah, there you go, man. This is the essence of what he's saying. What he's saying is actually true. Who would you pick? See, okay, so he's basically saying that this is what I would do because he's like the mentor, right? He's the mentor. He's the mentor of this classroom and students. So who would he pick to so that the one that is most likely succeed? Is it somebody that is like let's relate it to what we're doing? Okay, really, is it a big sannyasi? Is a person who has excelled? He's got a great position and a lot of followers, or he's very smart or crafty smart. Yeah, he studied the Vedas. He memorized things. See, who would I pick? I would pick somebody with those qualities that he just said. Good character, honesty, and all of this. But this is the problem. Most people don't have that. Because welcome to Kali Yuga. This is why it's so hard. That's why he claims only 2% at max become successful, because they have to have those kind of qualities. They're very hard to develop. It's kind of like these gurus, man. They tell you, oh, you want to have prema? Oh, you want to know God? Oh, you got to develop these things. You've got to fast, man. You got to study the Vedas. You got to chant 1 lakh, man. And you got to give up. You got to be a perfect, what do you call, Olympic star, sannyasi and brahmachari. And then after many lifetimes, you can get something great. So you see, everything is so friggin' hard in this world. Except, here's the good news. Except what Jesus brought. Here's the better news, because this is Jesus Christ, Chaitanya Leela 2022. The greatest news is here again. But even more beneficial. Why? Because we're here. We're alive. Yeah, right, Karuna. We're alive. We're participants on the stage of the show in the world. Now, talk about be here now. This is the be here now of the be here nows. This is the be here now that Eckhart Tolle can't do. Because he's not interested. See, he's not one with those right qualities. But just anybody who comes here and listens, you'll get all of those qualities Warren Buffett has. And I'll tell you why he doesn't know. He thinks, and Ryan Raj thinks, and all these gurus think that you have to develop these qualities. This is completely laughable. It would be so hard to do that, to be perfect like God. God has already got those qualities waiting for you. All he's saying, are you ready for me to slip inside? Are you ready for me to slip inside and demonstrate that it's already here? It's already done. You came to the right place. You're listening to the right person. You're following the path that they teach, which is the path that I taught, that all real gurus teach ultimately. Are you ready for that? Oh, you don't have to go the hard way with Warren Buffett and to develop this and so much discipline, so much energy. And then you have to be lucky, maybe from your karma, and all this. What if you don't have any of that? This is the thing. We got a better deal for everybody, universally. If you come here, you'll get what Warren Buffett doesn't have. You get what Bill Gates and Trump and all these wealthy people that people praise. You'll get what these big sannyasis, Radhanath, Jayapataka, and all of these guys don't have. You'll get that. You'll get the best of the best, the most glorious of the glorious. You'll get life of your soul awakened. And the greatest prize of all, my Lord, Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. Ta-da! The origin of Wall Street. The Wall Street of all Wall Streets. You will get off the wailing wall. Oh, my Lord, when will I get some mercy? Here's my little rock in front of my bowing down, and it's raining and it's hard. And I know it's so hard to attain you because my gurus say it's so hard. I got to be so perfect. I got to be a superstar. When will I be a superstar, perfect devotee to get your mercy? You see my sincerity. See the rock there. My son, why don't you just go to my representative here and just listen to him? Oh, no. I want to do it my way. I'm imagining, or my guru told me I got to put this hard rock of fasting in front of me and bow down before renunciation and fasting and worship that. And then when I get it as good as I can get it, go out and pronounce that you got to be renounced in a big sannyasi to get the Lord's mercy, and you got to fast, and you got to chant 1 lakh or 6, No, I don't want to listen to Gaurahari Das or his witness followers who've gotten the highest result. No, I'm going to do it my way. It's my way, or the long highway I'm on. It's going to take many lifetimes because that's what I believe. I don't believe I can get this now, like Lord Chaitanya preached and Jesus preached and Gaurahari Das preaches. Oh, come on, man. This is Jesus Christ Leela and Lord Chaitanya's Leela 2.0. 2022 for us, because we're alive. It's all about doing this when you're alive, not dead, not just in the book. It's to bring the book to life here and now, man. And the only way to do that is the Lord has to slip inside. See, slip inside, so we can slip and slide through life, man. See, slip through the grips of Maya and slide to home plate in Vrindavan, man. You see those people that make a home run, they run and they steal the bases. With Maya, we're stealing our bases, going all the way, and then we run for home run, and we slide into the home base, man, and we made it, man. You do that in one life here, man. Sometimes in a few days, sometimes in a few months or a couple of years. Yeah. Still, you're going to hit the home base. So you learning anything, Warren, out there? Oh, you probably haven't heard this yet. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll come across it. If not, your wealth stays here and you're coming back, man, guaranteed. And you'll probably do it again. You'll probably, because of your piety, you probably gave some charity and stuff. Yeah. And you'll come back and you'll have this propensity to make money, and then you go and work it'll come easy for you. And then everybody, oh, how can I make $1 billion like this? How can I also make $1 billion? I really want it. And they work hard, and it's not their karma to make $1 billion because he probably did it in so many lifetimes. He has that propensity now, or he's got some pious credits, and they're all thinking this, and they don't have this knowledge and realize, why should I do that hard work, man, when I can just come and get the greatest boon of wealth that I can take with me? And then I'm sure to have, because the Lord, my Lord, who is actually your Lord that you don't know there, Warren, and Bill Gates and Trump's, my Lord, who's actually your Lord, will protect you and provide. Yeah. All right, Warren, let's see what else you got to say. Let's get another video here. Let's speed up the action.
Mr. Buffett, how can I make $30 billion?
Mm-hmm. Actually, let's listen to Arnold Schwarzenegger's advice. Yeah.
Make any equation no problem with Chegg. Finish your semester.
Work your ass off.
Okay, we're going to hear a little bit from Arnold Schwarzenegger's advice on how to become successful. This man inspires many people. And he was the governor of California, and he was a weightlifter, you know. And let's see what his advice is to become a success like him in this world. Let's see what he has to say here.
Work your ass off. There is no magic pill. It drives me crazy to go to the gym. You read 1 hour a day. I went and worked out 5 hours a day, and I was working on construction with 24 hours a day. Organize your day. Work hard.
There you go. Sums it all up, man. Work your a-hole off. So that's the advice. You want to become well, basically you got to bust your butt, man. It's hard. It's hard work. So what is the moral? This is the lesson that nobody knows. And so persons like Arnold, they work hard and they become successful. They get material success, and people, most people want that. Most people are like, wow, he's so great. He's got so much wealth. He's got so much, so much honor. People honor him. All that. See, this is a great motivator for people. People think real wealth is money, is honor, prestige. That's why a lot of these people became gurus. It's tempting, you know. Here it right is. Prabhupada just leaves, and it's very tempting to get to do it the easy way. Actually, you know, you just go and usurp what the guru has already, but not in the actual way that they got it. See, you do it in another way, the Mayic way. See, because look at Arnold says, you want to be successful, work your ass off. But no, a lot of people are not that honest, especially in religion, especially leaders. They want to become, by hook or crook, become wealthy, become honorable. But that doesn't last. It's temporary. That honor, the honor of a devotee lasts. See, Jesus rejected that in the wilderness. The devil came up, just like he came up, the devil came up to these gurus, man. The devil, hey, you can usurp you can become guru, and you can say that you can deliver your disciples. So the devil came up to Jesus, said, hey, just if you worship me, if you worship this deception and lies and become a liar and a deceiver, then you can get all this wealth. That's what these guys did, man. That's what you do when you say you represent the true Lord and you don't even know the Lord. Can't even show you know the Lord. To knowing God is a transcendental experience. We're all in the Lord, but he's not in us. We're not awakened. Unless the Lord has favored you. He opened your darkened eyes and filled your heart with transcendental knowledge of him, which only comes with transcendental ecstasy of him. See? You want to go Arnold Schwarzenegger way? Work your ass off. Or Warren Buffett, work your ass off. Man. Start young, because it's going to take a long friggin' time to be wealthy. Or do you want to follow the easy way? Come and listen, turn your camera on, associate with real knowledge that they don't have. Associate with a path that they're not following and have no idea about. And get the highest wealth, which is basically your soul. What profiteth a man that gains the whole world but loses his soul? See, they basically don't have it, they're not in their soul. They don't have the symptoms of knowing their soul. People say, how do you know? Well, I just look at their activities. I look at their character. I look at how they live, work their ass off, teachings. If they knew their soul, they would teach the easy way. They don't. They need to hear this. Everybody teaching the hard way, some hard way to be successful, needs to hear this message. It's the message of the latest avatar. Most people don't even know that Lord Chaitanya is the latest avatar who came to this planet. Not even Christians, even ecstatic ones don't know this truth. But Amy Rose knows this truth, and she gets higher benefit than all these people because she knows the latest and greatest avatar that's ever graced this world in 4,320,000,000 years with a grace that surpasses the grace of any other avatar. Why not? He's the latest and greatest. Look how easily people are getting the highest benediction that Warren Buffett doesn't even have, that Arnie doesn't have. Look at this. They work their ass off. And look at you guys. You're sitting on your ass and getting this. Now, what's a more intelligent way to do this? Sitting on your ass and getting the highest wealth and benefit, or working your ass try to get the highest benefit, and you're not even going after the highest benefit. You come here, you sit on your ass instead of working your ass off. I'll take the sit on the ass. You might get a little fat. So what? The Lord's thinking, you get a little fat, man. We'll fatten you up, man. It doesn't matter. There'll be a time for fasting, though. There's a time for I'll be living on this fat for a while. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do some 30-day fasts out there pretty soon. You watch. I ain't lying. We're gonna be fasting. I'm glad I practiced and got 2 or 3 under my belt. I know I can do it if I have to. People are worried. What am I going to do for 30 days of no food? Got to prepare. What am I going to do? I think I would rather go through 3 or 4 days of feeling a little uncomfortable and then breezing through the fast for the rest of the 25 days, 28 days. Why do I have to get all that food for 30 days, man? I'll just all that, worry and stuff. And you'd be healthier too. You become out, you're much more healthy. So let's see what else Arnold has to say here.
I'm here to talk about success.
So it's a little bit loud right now. So we'll just talk about until this truck goes by here. So he says, I'm here to talk about success. Well, thank you, Arnold. I'm also here to talk about what success really is. Success is not just a material thing, man. You want to be successful in all levels? Get a relationship with Krishna, man. But to do that, you need a good association. You got to associate with trillionaires, man. Trillionaire is somebody who has an eternal relationship with God. You got to associate with somebody like this. Then you'll get a knowledge that nobody has, that Warren baby you don't have, and Arnie you don't have either. See? You have the real knowledge, knowledge that lasts. See? And you get feelings. You go through a transformation here. You become from your caterpillar-like state. Yes, Arnie, even though you worked out and you did all those hard things you showed us and worked your ass off and everything, you're still a caterpillar, man. You're no butterfly. You're no spring, you're just a spring chicken. You're no butterfly. See? We have the process, we have the knowledge. See? We have the understanding to turn caterpillar-like states into butterfly-like states. See? So that's what we do here. Okay, Arnie, go ahead, Arnie.
To college, I went and worked out 5 hours a day, and I was working on construction because in those days in bodybuilding there was no money. We did.
So you want to? Is that? You tell me, everybody. Does that path inspire you? You want to work out 5 hours a day? And then work your ass off doing a job, and you do that every day for years and years like him, and then he became successful because he had to get lucky. You know, you want to work your ass off, or you want to just sit on your ass and watch these videos and do a little exercise, keep your body in good shape and stuff like that. So I ask you, what is the better path? You sit on your ass, this is a kind of a white collar job, and then go get an exercise when you need it a little bit. What do you want? You can learn something that he couldn't learn. He had to do the grunt work, man, simply because he didn't have this knowledge, because he didn't have faith in this. Matter of fact, I think he's an atheist. Matter of fact, I think he's an Illuminati guy. He's promoting that thing. Okay? So what path sounds better? Work your ass off or sit on your ass and get off the ground, man? See, you get real knowledge here. You get the essence of all knowledge here. See, you get it because you're with somebody that has a true relationship with the God that practically nobody knows. 99.9% of people don't know the God that I know. What? You don't believe that? Well, you're going to have to come and watch. You got to come and see. We teach the principles of what it is to know the God that a few people know. The kind of God that Narada Muni knows. You got to have the same symptoms as Narada Muni to know the God as he knows God. Otherwise, you have some facsimile, some copy, some imagination that people are preaching and religion. Okay. You want to know the God I know? My God is very amazing. He's very merciful, very knowledgeable. Yeah. He points out what nobody else can point out, like these guys here. And isn't it amazing? The whole world is following these people. They're following rich people that are only materially rich, and their riches are going to go in the ground. They have no spiritual wealth, and they follow them. I mean, if you're going to follow a rich person, follow a Pundarik Vijayanidhi. He had material wealth and he had spiritual wealth. Now that's intelligence. Or follow a beggar like Nakula Brahmachari, who had the spiritual wealth. But find the spiritual wealth, and that's what we're promoting here. The essence of knowledge. See, otherwise it's for nothing, man. The same thing. You gurus, you sannyasis, you Brahmins, you study. But your knowledge is superficial simply because you haven't found somebody who actually knows God. And you claim to know God, and you have these little disciples, putting you in more illusion. Oh, Guru Dev, please deliver me. That's not it. Okay? Find somebody who knows God and their symptoms, and that's what we teach here. Come and sit on your ass, sit on your buttocks, and listen and learn. But none of these people working their ass off or by hook or crook becoming sannyasis and gurus can teach you. Because you got an experienced guide here to lead you out of the jungle of illusion. See? How do you know an experienced guide? Well, they're out of the jungle and they prove it, man. They prove it. Not, I'm out of the jungle, but I can't prove it because I got to come up with some bullshit thing, bullshit lie, bullshit exaggeration, or some bullshit. I think I'm out of the jungle. Let me preach my speculations, and they don't know any better. I don't know any better. So we're all blind leading the blind. Hey. Yeah. Okay, Arnie. Have we heard enough from Arnie? Let's see. Okay, let's go to some. Let's go see if we can find some other people teaching motivation here. So 6 rules of success.
Now, of course, people ask me all the time. They say to me, what is the secret to success? The first rule is trust yourself. But what is most...
There you go. So secret of success. First thing is trust yourself. Sounds good, doesn't it? Just trust yourself. Oh yeah, let me just trust myself. But the problem is nobody knows who they are. See, so it's another long path. Trust yourself, man. Who are you? Well, I don't know, but I'll trust myself. See, doesn't even make any logical sense. First rule of success is trust yourself. Well, who are you? I don't know. I'm a mind, or I'm Arnie. I'm this big, massive body. That's me. I'm this prestigious person, important person. Trust yourself. You don't even know who you are, Arnie. That's why it's so long. You need a person. You want to trust yourself. We'll come here and we'll teach you who you are first. We'll discover that. We'll uncover that. First matters of business. Let's not put the cart before the horse. First, come here. Sit on your butt. Put your butt here. Learn the easy way to trust yourself, Arnie. A lot of these things, people say this stuff, but it never works. Why? It doesn't work because it's not the real self. These paths don't work. These religions don't work. Abandon all variety. No wonder Krishna said, abandon all varieties of religion. Just surrender to me. What is that me? That's the real self that we all share in common. Come on, we're all sun rays connected to the sun. The sun is all knowledge is there, man. Take shelter of that. See? Those who worship the Lord, they're so in love with God, man. They just love being close to God. Be around those they're the millionaires in this world. Yeah, that's how you discover the real self, being around those who know the real self. People take shelter of the false ego and they stay restless, they stay unhappy. Arnold doesn't look like he's really made it. You know, they go, you see, I've made it. Look at my big body. Is that making it? My big body, my big muscles. See, I've made it. People look, wow, he's really made it. He's found the ultimate truth is a big, massive body. And that wasn't enough for him. Yeah, but he didn't get enough prestige. I got to be governor. I got to be something important. Then he's that, and he's governor now. See, okay, I'll make the massive false ego. I'll make a massive false ego, a massive body, and let me preach those principles of success to people. How to develop a massive material body that's going to go into the earth, and a massive false ego of name and fame, and thinking he's bigger and better and more than anybody because he's worked his ass off and he's the best at what he does. I don't know. It seems too hard for me. I rather follow the path of sitting on the ass. This is crazy wisdom. Just sit on your ass and listen and hear knowledge that he doesn't know that's handed to you. This is called bhakti yoga. You get a knowledge from an experienced devotee who's experienced the ultimate truth, and you get it handed on a silver platter to you like a ripened fruit. You just eat it. He can't do it because he won't follow this path. He likes to follow the path of working your ass. Working like an ass. Oh, okay, this is better. Not working, not only working your ass, working like an ass. See? He's working like an ass because he's not an ass sitter in the right place. You got to be an ass sitter in the right place. That's why they call it asana. It's called asana. It's actually the pronunciation is asana. You notice? Why did the enlightened person sit on? You think they're pronouncing it wrong. It's asana. Not asana, asana. Right, Karuna? It's an asana. You sit on your ass. You become enlightened. See, I'm not preaching wrong. I'm preaching right. I'm preaching the real path. Asana. Come on. Sit on your... We give everybody... It's win-win here. It's not just those guys sitting on asanas. Oh, they sit on asanas. Yeah, my students, they sit on asanas. They all get one. You all become a real knowledgeable person, and you sit on an asana. See? And that asana is only for those who don't follow the real path. They follow the poor path of getting off their ass and working like a rat on a treadmill, man. You know, doing all these things. They don't even know who the real self is, but they say, oh, listen to me, I'm the real authority. Here, follow the checklist and this is my thing, and you'll get Vrindavan by following all those principles that are not in Prabhupada's books. Okay? That's what they... Or you go, oh yeah, you want to be successful? Work your ass off, man. Go and do. Are we finished with Arnold? I don't know. Here, look at his picture here, man. Here. This is the result of following Arnold's path here. Here you go. You want one of these? There you go. You want one of those, man? You want to work your whole life to get one of those? Look at his face. Does he look actually happy? What kind of look does he have? To me, that's a look. Hey, man, look at me, man. Yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm the one. You see, you'll never be like me, man. I'm special. See, I look at my special body. See, man, you see this, man? This is massive, man. I'm ready to go and fly down to Playa del Carmen, and I just want to prance down that street there and have everybody look at this massive body, man, because I get off on that. Doesn't it? You want to follow that path there, Sim? What do you think? Let's see. Oops. I'm just jealous. What happened here? YouTube. Stop sharing. Okay. Oh, I see. I was in the wrong thing here. Or would you rather follow? I'll show you another path here. Here we go. Here's another path I'm going to show you all here. We'll show you another path. Let's see if you want to follow this path here. Give me a minute. I have to upload it here. I'm getting it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it, everybody. It's coming. It's coming. Or would you rather follow this path here? Now, which one looks more attractive? That one? Or, let's see if I can do this again. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Or this one. Or this one. Which path would you like? Which one looks like more fun? That one or this one? This one or this one? Which one looks more easy and more fun? Who looks like they've got the greater result? So there you go, man. What is the greater result? I like this one the best. She said, you have muscle. What do you mean you have no more muscles? You're just muscle bound. Her spiritual body is like this. She's just being modest. Her spiritual body is like this. See? That's just the tip of the iceberg. Four-handed Vishnu. See, people don't know that the spiritual bodies in this sangha are developing like that, but it's a spiritual body. But you get it. The spiritual bodies, the devotees have a smile on their face. This guy looks like this was a lot of work for the guy, man. It's like, hey, man, this has been no fun. See, here people get a spiritual body like that, man. See, it's more the, like you see these Tai Chi artists, a lot of their times they don't have any big muscles, but man, they can do amazing things and feats. They're lean and lean. They're lean and mean, but they're here, you're lean and ecstatic. Let's see, who other inspiration guys around here? Motivation. See, like there's all these motivation videos. And let's see, it's not. Yeah, so there's all these motivation videos because people actually, intelligent people know they need to listen to these things because it helps them get, it's like you need some energy. So you need some energy, so they get energy from this. But it's so hard, man. You get energy from people that are in illusion still. There's not a lot of energy in it. That's why it takes, so you got to always watch. I remember I used to be into, when I got off this path, I was into motivation videos. I used to watch them and I would feel this kind of excitement, but I always had to keep it up. And it was always kind of not quite there. And everything was so hard. They teach you, a hard thing. You got to discipline yourself. You got to do this. You got to do that. This is so much better. This is the ultimate truth, by sitting on asanas. Everybody here gets an asana. Just get your little asana. Could be a little pillow. Sit on it, and everything will be well. Okay, so I'm going to end here now. Take a little walk, get some exercise. Thank you very much for coming. Have a nice day.